Michelle and Jen, for joining us today. We really appreciate you both taking the time to join with us today. And would you mind introducing our other guests as well?
This is the little brat Anubis. The camera's over there, Anubis. And this is Malcolm. Say hi. You guys sit up.
And
they're both dressed fancy for their little interview, too.
They have the tuxedos on. That's very nice. And Anubis and Malcolm, they're also frequent guests of the shop. We are relatively pet-friendly, for those who don't know, so you're always welcome to bring your well-behaved animals, and these are two of some of the most well-behaved animals I've ever observed.
In public.
They're fair enough. Let me start, if you could both just give us a little background on who you are, and go ahead, Jen.
My name's Jennifer. I'm, I suppose, a Gainesville native. I've been living there for about half my life at this point. So, but otherwise, been playing board games, video games, all sorts of fun games ever since I have been 3 years old. But always been a big fan of games, and since I discovered the shop, I have been wild about this place. So,
excellent. Well, thank you.
I'm originally from California.
Okay.
So when I got out here, she introduced me to the shop. I'm like, games! Now you know you can't get me out here unless you push me out the door.
Awesome.
Yeah. Pretty simple, yeah.
Excellent. Well, how did you actually discover the shop?
Actually, through her.
Wait, I found it?
Yes, you did.
Oh,
wait,
me.
no, I found it.
No, yay me, I found it. I'll
hero.
take the credit.
No, it had very specifically been because there is really not a lot in Gainesville, unfortunately. Sorry, Gainesville. But yeah, we do every now and then get a comic book store or game store, but it doesn't really last too long.
Oh.
And I had actually been lamenting about that to my sister, and then she had, in a fit of kindness, decided to Google, local game shops, and she just found Meeple Madness. It was simple as Google.
Okay. What's the first memory you have of gaming?
I do remember playing like Duck Hunt by putting the gun directly against the TV and shooting the ducks and getting great scores every time.
Nice.
Yes, as one does. As for board games, it was primarily in the after-school program. After school, they would have just Sorry, Clue, all these sort of games. So the other kids would all just kind of get together and we would just play all the games there.
Nice.
Nintendo, really, mostly.
Okay.
That's when I finally convinced my parents. I conned them into me to NES, so that way I would stop bugging them to go play outside with me.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so when did you make the transition to board games?
After a while, I just got kind of frustrated with the regular board games. Just none of them really just seemed to stoke the imagination or just make me excited. Whenever I would play games, I would just end up making my own stories to it and making my own rules.
Okay.
And then as time went on, the internet became more accessible to me. I would find out about all these new exciting games that I'd be able to. I wouldn't have to break the rules for, but at least it would help me create a story for and just make it a much more exciting experience for me. Non-traditional game I probably best can remember, maybe Betrayal, a house on that hill.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the name of the game.
You?
The first one we did, I think, was Ticket to Ride.
Okay.
And we did that in the classroom setting. They had to analyze and all this stuff. So it wasn't really like, yay, I'm playing a game as much as it was homework, but it kind of opened it up for me.
Fair enough. You are often here with a fairly curated list of games that you're hunting for and looking for and things like that. What are some of the current titles that you're really enjoying right now?
I'm always a fan of Unmatched. Every time I see that there's a new Unmatched expansion, I'm instantly, bam, in my pocket.
We haven't even opened the last 5 we bought, though.
Role-playing games, I'm always a big fan of those. The tabletop role-playing games, always great. We play so many games. We go through so many of them at once. I could say that one, it's not necessarily a new game, but it was a game that absolutely into is Obsession.
Okay.
The Victorian party planning game with marriage involved.
Yeah.
That's a big fun one.
I like Betrayal Legacy a lot, and then I'm trying to think of the other one. The Taverns game. Don't remember the name of it.
Taverns of Tiefenthal?
That would be the one. I like that one, and I'm just kind of really eclectic. I like the Stardew Valley one, and then there's one other one I can't remember.
Oh, Final Girl.
Final Girl.
Yes.
Yeah, we actually started playing Final Girl 2 players.
Okay.
Like, we have the 2 villains, the 2 characters. We played it,
Oh,
so we play it together.
What is your typical playgroup size?
It's just us two.
Okay.
If we end up encountering a game where we have to 2 players are not an option, sometimes the pets will play.
Okay.
The cat plays very dirty.
Oh, okay. Very
yes.
aggressive.
Yeah,
Oh.
very aggressive.
He loves that little Goblin game where they go fly. He loves that
Yes.
game. And the Catapult one.
Okay. In a given week, how often are you playing board games?
We try to at least make sure Sunday is a game day.
Okay. Are there any upcoming titles that you're currently waiting for, excited about for 2023?
It's not called Breeding Foxes, but that is the name of the.
Oh, the Fox Experiment.
Fox Experiment. There
Yes.
we go.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it.
Excellent.
So,
You know, there's two that I was looking at, but my mind is blank right now. Do you know?
the most recent one, Kickstarter we were looking at has already been released. It was the oil.
Oh, yeah.
Game.
The
Isn't
Spill?
it? Yeah, oil spill. Yes,
That
isn't
one,
it
yeah.
great how we have all these game titles available to help all the customers know which games it is?
But
that
see,
they
he
need
just
to-
gave. That's
It's
what
the
his
Spill.
job.
Spill is available on our shelves today. We will let you get back to your day. Again, thank you so much, Jen and Michelle, for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
And many of the titles that we mentioned or sort of mentioned
Tried to mention.
are on our shelves today or are available as pre-order if they're Kickstarters. And we again, thanks for watching, and we'll be back maybe quarterly. We don't know yet. This is our first one. We'll see how this one goes.